united against discrimination of all forms. This is the way they're lining up today, Castleford, including at fullback Niall Evalds. There you see the #1 who played here with Salford last year. His third consecutive final, because he was a grand finalist the year before as well. And a prop, Grant Millington, who missed Castleford's 2014 final with injury, back today. And at hooker, the reigning man of steel, Paul McShane. Just a few of the names to look at for. And St Helens, well, they also, of course, have a dynamic #9 in James Roby, the only survivor of Saints' last Wembley win in 2008. The oldest man on the field today, James. The youngest on the field will be 20-year-old Jack Welsby when he comes on from the bench. But he's already got a grand final match-winning try on his CV. So don't worry about his pedigree and credibility. He was here last year when there was nobody in the crowd. Today he's got noise to contend with. Liam Moore, our referee. He was the youngest ever Challenge Cup referee last year. A year older and wiser this year. Well, if passing interest has drawn you in, enjoy what will be plenty of fun in the sun here as St Helens take that first drive up. For a lot of people here at Wembley today, this is one of the favourite days of the year, the Rugby League Challenge Cup final. And for the lucky handful out there on the pitch, well, as we always say, today could be career-defining as Walmsley slams it in. But what a start here from Castleford in terms of response. Jonathan Davis and John Keir alongside.
Well, this is it, isn't it? There's a crowd, a big crowd inside the stadium. It's a baking hot day. There's two teams highly committed with different reasons to win this game. We're just set for a spectacular, spectacular final.
Yeah, you know, just to show the buzz that the spectators give, you know, to us. So imagine what it's like for the players. I do believe Saints are the best side, but the most intriguing thing about this is Castleford can beat anyone on their day, and the performance in the semi-final was fantastic. Conditions will come into play, so it's where the game is played. They will get tired, and confidence will drain, and there'll be mistakes. So where the game is played is going to be vitally important at the latter stages of each half.
Here's Millington. Tell you what, fellas, remember when we used to have that artificially generated atmosphere they put under the commentary when there were no crowds in, and we thought it was okay? Well, oh, nothing compared to this. As noisy as you've heard Wembley. Here's O'Brien with a big kick downfield. Early test of nerve. Lachlan Coote take it. I think it's fair to say that a couple of years ago Lachlan Coote didn't have the happiest of Wembley experiences. And Makinson carries it in. Robbie Hunter-Paul, what's it like down on the sidelines?
Oh, good afternoon, team. I've got to say it's absolutely scorching down here. I just read my temperature app. It said 28 degrees, but it feels like 32. I can promise you on that field it'll feel like 42 degrees. It's so hot. A fly landed on my jacket before and it was sweating. I didn't even know insects could sweat. Why does that matter? Well, 20 to 30 minutes into the game, you want to make sure that you give up no easy ball. You know, defense becomes the ultimate energy thief, and that's the thing. You don't want to give up any easy balls, silly mistakes to give those balls over. You know what? It's going to be a hot one. It's a scorcher.
Evalds on the return. Farge ahead of him. Castleford start there.
Yeah, two big defensive sets by Castleford.
Here's O'Brien.
Interesting there as well, the speed of the St Helens line to cut down that shift, to force Castleford to take it up the middle.
First touch from Alfords, Daryl Alfords. 9 short of the halfway. McShane had a dummy half. Matortia here. We saw his heart-rendering tail in the build-up. Brother Sione, no doubt, watching on. Denied a chance to play here for Saints because of suspension. Shenton closed down quickly by Makinson.
Great stop, Makinson. Spotted it, came in, man and ball.
Holmes spinning it back. The kick from Truman off that left foot. Taken by Regan Grace, who's got the ability to open defences with his footwork and his pace, but
yeah, that wasn't the best of ends, Dave. That was the reason was Castleford were caught on the sideline. Consequently, Saints could really fly up there, put the kicker under pressure.
Here's Thompson. for St Helens. One of their new signings this year, Joe Thompson, first season, first Wembley. Penalty for St Helens.
That's the
First penalty of the game.
Yeah, first big mistake. Great opportunity for St Helens. Field position.
Yeah, it's the first blink, isn't it,
Yeah.
in the battle, and both teams are completing well, making good yardage, as well as having plenty of physicality in the defence. But that's the first piggyback. That's the first opportunity for either team.
Fage to Walmsley. The wrecking ball for St Helens has taken them to within 22 strides of where they want to go, and it's another set of 6 from there, so a real chance to build. Taken on by Knowles. Here's Roby at dummy half. Fage back on the inside, looking to make things work through Lomax. Lomax with a step, but Castleford's defence hunting him down. Roby again. They're pawing the ground, right and left. Left to Fage. Fage with a double pump, then the dummy.
What a great
Doesn't
tackle.
get through the big arms of Seni Lefebvre, who makes the mark. Roby at a dummy half. First ever Wembley score, of course. Back in 2007, James Roby, when they opened this stadium. Coots with a step off the left foot. Hits the shoulders, can't go any further. Last play here for Saints. Last play, and Fage has spilled it. Referee says play on. Referee says play on. Castleford have spilled it. It's another set of 6. It's our first controversial moment. And Regan Grace has it back for Saints.
I agree with that. I think the ball went back from Fage. Castleford player, I think, is Matautia, knocked it on. So, you know, more pressure for Cass.
Roby 10 metres away, looking right and left. Now it's back to Fage. Lomax helps it on. Coot gathers it in. Here's Nagama. Now it's with Makinson. There's a Saints player left on the ground. Is it Coot? I think it's Lachlan Coot who's been left on the ground. Saints carry on. Walmsley. This is just wave after wave at the moment. In the Wembley heat. Roby. Coot's okay again. Nagama swings it wide. Makinson met by 3. And that's where he stays. 2 tackles to go. Nagama. Roby back to the middle. Saints trying to sweep. Look at the desperation, the determination from Millington of Castleford, and the reward is the ball back for them.
Magnificent defence there from Castleford. They were under the pump, they were under pressure. Saints were asking many questions, but their resets, their numbering off, their line speed, their contact was absolutely first class.
And that'll give him huge confidence, you know, really severe pressure. But they manned up very well, they spotted very well and nullified the Saints attack.
This feels like an electrifying start. I'm not sure whether it's the crowd being in here or whether it really is as quick as it feels out there, but it is terrific at the moment.
It is quick, Dave. It is quick. You know, it's very physical. The line speed is phenomenal at the moment.
In steps Holmes. Well, they've made some decent ground here, Cass, on this 6 tackles. McShane will finish it with a very, I was going to say a very neat kick to the corner, but in fact that's a mistake. He holds his hand up because it has given St Helens a tap back on the 20 and 7 tackles.
Yeah, and that tells you how quick it was. Normally you'd be retrieving the ball, sprinted to the 20 to get a quick tap restart, but both teams pretty glad just to draw breath and then off we go again.
I think McShane wanted to get over the touchline purely because to give the forwards a breather from that defensive effort. Unfortunately, you know, wasn't the right result for Cass.
Roby. Here's Nagama.
2. Move now. Hold here. Goal 2.
Roby. Searching back on the inside again. One of the older characters, McCarthy Scarsborough, gets up and plays, and Roby goes out again, and here comes Walmsley. That front row of St Helens is causing some damage.
They've got Castleford on the back foot here, St Helens.
Roby looking wide. Coots involved again. Cass have his number. 5 gone. 1 play to go here. In fact, 6 gone, because it started on the 20. Fage with a kick. Hands go up. It's taken eventually by Seni Lefebvre, but he's back behind the goal line. The dropout will be underneath the sticks. So let's go down touchline again. Tony Arnold's down there. What are you saying, Tanya?
Well, just picking up on the theme of the heat, Dave, the dugouts here at Wembley are slap bang in the sun, but Castleford have come prepared. They brought some garden umbrellas, which the substitutes were sitting under a second ago, but they've just been sent out to warm up.
There you go, there's a bit of planning. Both sides have got their umbrellas out.
Anybody think they knew what they were doing?
Paul McShane has had a bang here, so...
Yeah, they'll be welcoming this. Both teams will welcoming this. It's been a cracker-jack of a start.
This is our first July Challenge Cup final, isn't it?
It is.
It is.
And isn't it great?
We've had plenty of sunny ones in May and August.
This is what you feel Wembley was like when you were a kid growing up, you know, the sunny afternoon and the warm temperatures, two teams slogging it out.
As a player, though, I think you prefer May.
October last year, wasn't it? Might be moving again next year, who knows? Anyway, drop at Saints with a chance to launch another wave of attack. They really are testing Castleford in these early stages. Especially this fella, Walmsley.
Move, Grant, come on! Hold.
Roby.
Go two.
This now is Farge. Knowles pushing on. Inside the 10, wrestling for control, and Roby switches out to Farge, and Farge offering it back on the inside. Batchelor comes running in, he's left one behind, but is going to be held short, 8 away. Roby again. Lomax, quick hands from Coots. Percival's chopped down. Want to go again. Lomax kick behind the line. Oh, it hits the post, and Farge snuffles it up and scores the try. The referee, is he going to give it? He's going to wait. He's going to wait. I think he's going to offer this upstairs. He is. But Theo Farge, just like in the semi-final, might have found himself the victim of fortunate circumstances to score a try. Let's hear for the first time from our video referee, Chris Kendall.
If we could pause the ball on the foot, players need to have both feet behind the ball. Pause it there. They all have both feet behind the ball, so we can run it through to the grounding, please. It's the pad. Have you just got anything else on that? I lose sight of the ball for some time. I just want to make sure that Farge does regather the ball. Yeah, that's a try.
There we are, it's a try.
Confirm the live decision of a try.
Cheers, Chris.
Dave, you did say it was unfortunate, but that's what players do now. Now the post padding are quite a big target as a kicker to try and hit it, so you can't defend it. You've got to try and judge where it's going to go. But ultimately, I think Cass had it covered, but it hit the post, and then the deflection took it into Farge's hands.
Yeah, you make your own look, and Theo Farge followed up, you know, and gratifyingly took the ball. It was a great chase, but you just sensed it was coming. You know, they just built pressure throughout this opening 10 minutes, and ultimately the reward will be these 6 points.
Yeah, and that's what Saints have done. You know, throughout the season, they've built pressure, they've kept on going down the middle, getting a reset.
Here's Coote. Should be straightforward, and is. And St Helens lead here by 6 points to 0.
But Cass can be confident, Dave, John, because they haven't broken them down, have they? A deflection off the post and they've scored. They've defended heroically. You know, they've had 15 play the balls. He's aimed for that. It's a big target, that pad.
He's their little French fox in the box, isn't he, Theo Farge?
It really is, and there's some skill involved in this, Dave, because it's deflected off Oliver Holmes, and he still manages to clinch the ball and ground it cleanly.
All that pressure came from the penalty. Discipline is vital.
One, move Jordan! Hold it in here, fold.
Here's Roby. St Helens do have this reputation, score once, will score again, so Castleford know that they have to be on their absolute mettle here, because this storm and fury is not going to abate anytime soon. Lomax back on the inside for Thompson.
They're moving the Castleford forwards about on the St Helens. Had a real look at the left edge of Castleford, then flipped it out to their left, and then warms it up the middle. They really are moving them about.
Last play in the set. Coote. High. Evans underneath it. That's a little protection from Alforts ahead of him. But then, when Alforts moves, that wall of determination hits at speed.
Well, look at that, Dave. You've just scored a try, received the kick-off, and look where you turn the ball over. 2 metres away from the Castleford line.
Shenton. Very much the father figure in that Castleford side.
Big set here.
Oh, the ball's been lost. Ball's been lost, and it has given St Helens cheap possession and easy position again here.
Just intense pressure. Great line speed.
There we go.
I just think it's intense, Jiffy. It really is there. The collision was intense. And as you say, it's like rabbits in headlights at the minute. St Helens just piling the pressure on.
10 metres, boys. OK, Louis. Hold it, hold. Go.
How do you silence the noise in the heads of these Castleford players? How do they calm? How do they dig deep?
You got to cut him down first. That's the first thing. He's making far too many yardages after contact. Walmsley, they got to hit him very, very low and drop him.
Fage is looking lively on the back of it. Here's Roby. Lomax looking to weave a bit of magic again. The Gama, the Fijian. He'll be at the World Cup. Don't worry about that. Roby back inside for Lomax. Straightened up again.
Move ball. Goal line in this. Hold.
St Helens looking to plot a path again from this position. Knowles goes short. Walmsley. Well, he didn't have much of a start. He had to build the momentum once the arms grabbed a hold of him, but he almost got enough to get over. Roby out again. Oh, it's a poor ball. Poor ball from Fage to Lomax. And that has given a let-off lightly card to Castleford, who'll get the ball back, and their body language tells you they are exhausted from the effort just at the moment.
Yeah, it's very important now that Cass get a real solid set and have some time in the St Helens half.
OK, hold on tight, sir. Go.
My word. 3 men in the tackle.
Lost again, but penalty this time. Penalty.
It was interesting in the semi-final. They went wide against the Warrington defence, didn't they? So at the moment, the first 3 defenders, they're smashing the Castleford runners, so they might have to revert to that, tactic and just put another pass or just get on the outside of that blitz defence, because they're not getting anywhere at the moment.
If they've got time to do it.
Yeah, but that's the thing, it's... They had time to do it in the semi-final. Warrington's line speed was good. You just got to play what's in front of you sometimes.
But this is manna from heaven, isn't it? Just the kick into touch from the penalty. But there's a real physical element of St Helens with their defence.
Yeah, totally dominating the tackle now. 3 men in the tackle all the time, slowing everything down. And you say they've got no go forward at the moment. Just...
Move now. Hold him in. Hold. Go 2.
Just searching for a bit of...
well, they've got to ride
wiggle room here.
They've got to ride the storm out, Dave. That's what they've got to do.
Saints can't keep this intensity going the whole game, can they?
There you go.
Well, here comes Evans, who steps away, and Latortia has suddenly got a chance to run. The kick back on the inside is terrific, and now Evans, against the run of play, has Castleford fans leaping to the air. What a try that was! Absolutely fantastic. And Castleford, who were down in the dumps, suddenly have that joy in their hearts. Wow, what a moment that was.
That's classic Cass. It really is. It looks as if they were getting walloped. They took Jiffy's advice, they went wide. And my word, how well executed was that? The Saints' defensive line was tightened up. They were getting 3s in the tackle, slowing the ruck speed down. but then a great pass from dummy half, and that was the key to it. It cut out 3-4 Saints defenders, and my word, what a bit of composure there.
Brilliant.
A great little kick through, and great skill collecting that. That's a peach of a try.
I tell you, it's like a rope-a-dope, isn't it? They kept on coming, the same tactic, and all of a sudden, Johnny Lomax came in, and that created the overlap. Lovely break, Evers, and he finished it off. What an absolutely brilliant try, having coming off the ropes, under pressure. Brilliant, brilliant play by Cass. They had to go wide. They were getting battered.
We're loving this.
They signed him for a reason, and I think we've just seen the reason.
Exactly right. But what about the dummy half pass?
Oh, beautiful. It takes a couple of defenders away, and Lomax come in, and then they're on the outside. Brilliant finishing as well.
Back on.
O'Brien to add the 2, which he does. 6 points apiece.
Well, what a game. 17.5 minutes in. It's been breathless.
Beautiful kick as well. He saw the inside runner, end over end, the bounce. He'd only had to wait for the bounce. The bounce was nice for him. Deserved the bounce. Brilliant try.
Which way going, Lachlan? Left, mate.
I think that guy enjoyed it as well.
He did. Hope he's got to change his shirt for tonight. He'll be soaking.
Robbie, what are you saying down there?
Well, that's exactly what we want to see from Castleford. They've got to play off the cuff. They've got to play the type of game plan that isn't going to be easy for St Helens to understand. They control the middle of the park. One of the great things about St Helens is they dictate the speed of any game. The way you get around that is play unpredictable rugby league, and that's where Classy Cass is absolutely perfect at that style of play.
Oh, there's a mistake. There's a mistake from Daryl Alford.
That's his second mistake, you know.
Whether he's got a bang here in the tackle, he got up and played the ball and left the ball on the ground rather untidily. So
I'll tell you what, those middle unit players will be displeased with both wingers, because the 2 errors in yardage coming out from their own end have both been by the 3 quarters.
St Helens come again on the back of that. Here's Batchelor.
Back up here, George, back up.
Well, there you see the reaction from the coach. Knowing his side are in trouble here, Walmsley.
Move off the ball.
Roby's in at dummy half. Do Saints reset authority? No, they don't, because, again, of all people, it's Lomax who makes the mistake. And it's Cass who come up trumps.
Well, the right edge of Castleford are really getting off the line, you know. They're coming up really quickly, and it's putting the skill under pressure. That was a poor pass to Johnny Lomax. It really was.
I think they're creating numbers on the left-hand side, Saints are, but it's because the spotting's so good. They just haven't managed to finish it yet. Good play again from Matautia.
Move, Kevin. Hold here, hold.
Well, not every cup final has a tingle factor, but just at the moment, this one does. 6-6, 20 minutes played, and this could be anything.
Yeah, they're shaped up to go wide now, every play, Saints, going out the back, so...
Well, what it's done, Jonathan, it's opened their defensive lineup.
Here they go again through Matautia.
4, move, back up, back, hold.
What it does as well, the Saints defence can't be as condensed to smash the one-up runner, so they take a defender away.
There's a kick from O'Brien. Coote has to deal with it, and he does deal with it well enough. Back to the 30.
That's a statement of intent from Lachlan Coote. He didn't let that ball go out.
Oh, Tommy Makinson there, immense with a run in and then the offload.
2, move down, get square. Oh, George.
There's going to be some tired forwards the last 20 minutes here. The interchange is going to be crucial.
Third, move, back up. Go third.
Here's Roby. Grace. Yeah, we can very often labour the point, can't we, on days like today, but it is, at the risk of just doing that, it is a hot one. So this is going to draw so much energy. Teo Farr's just done it to himself there, I think.
Move. Hold ground, hold. Go
Last play for St Helens. Coote will stick it high. Evolds underneath it. Safely done.
Take a breath now, the forwards, cast forwards, just take a breath. There's a couple walking back.
Yeah, I think Liam Watts is about to enter the fray.
Penalty for Cass. Offside against St Helens. Liam Watts is on. Grant Millington has gone off.
I'm speaking to both teams. Swing for swing. Okay, man.
George Griffin, he is struggling. He's really blown at the moment. It's an opportunity to take his breath back. I think he was offside there. I think he took his eye off it and knew the decision was coming.
Look at that, where all the players have been in Castleford half. But the scoreboard's 6 apiece, which is the only stat ultimately that matters.
That is the only one that matters.
There goes Watts. First touch for him. Ball of energy at the moment. McShane. Short. Looking for incisive action here, and Castleford have set up a good position, 20 metres out and central, so they can work both sides. Truman back on the inside. Nathan Massey. 15 away. McShane bends and comes left. Truman back to Evans. Evans with a dummy. Great space for himself.
Great feet, great feet.
Last play for Cass. Shenton down the blind side, and maybe a rush of blood.
I think Shenton saw the blitz defence. I thought they were just a little bit offside St Helens there, but you know, they got away with it, closed Shenton down.
But there's a bit of composure as well from Michael Shen. He didn't panic, throw out a poor pass.
No.
He just said, we'll turn the ball over in the corner, and the challenge St Helens is to clear your own end.
Now this is where the Saints forwards have got to work hard. They're trapped in the corner. Only one way they can come out, and the Cass forwards will be waiting for them.
Well, the defensive line of Castleford, the wingman is just outside the far post. So I would say the condensed.
Bash in time. Watch the line speed. I guess caught there.
I bet he's glad Theophars has got the hat on.
And Theophars is glad that he's got his hat on, let me tell you.
Let's watch the defence.
Out they come, and back they go. Roby. Nakinson couldn't really get a wind up there. Spun to the ground fairly quickly. Roby left again. Oh, big effort, but well met.
Now it's their time.
Oh, not looking. McCarthy Scarsbrook wasn't looking, and Thompson drops on it.
That's the reward for an aggressive defence. That is the reward.
St Helens are looking laboured. They're finding this hard. Regan Grace put down, and that is 5 tackles. They've not got beyond the 10. So Coot needs a big kick. Puts it high. Evans will take. Here's Shenton. Away from the Gama.
I'll tell you what, Dave, the forwards would have wanted that catching on the full after they'd put all that energy to restrict the yardage.
I think Evans didn't realise that they've only made 5 metres, so he was back in his 30-metre mark.
Alfords has taken it in. Shane had a dummy half. Turner, what a story he's writing for himself this year, Jordan Turner. 7 tries in his last 4 years. He'll be playing for Jamaica in the Rugby League World Cup in the autumn. He's enjoying himself at the moment, quite rightly. Switch right, Matortia steps in, and the pass away to Alfords, but Saints' cover is quick enough.
Matortia is having a big game.
O'Brien with a delicate chip over the head of Forge, and touchdown by Truman. They picked their target, the tiniest man of the St Helens line. Up went Truman, claims a try, but we're going to need a video analysis of this to say whether it's try or no. So back to video referee Chris Kendall.
Okay, so we've got a live call of try. We're checking onside, offside. Same as the last one, can we pause the ball on the foot? They need to have both feet behind the ball. Pause it, they have both feet behind the ball. We can play on to the catch, please. Can you just get another look on that, please? Just make sure that the player takes the ball cleanly. Yes, he does. Takes possession and then grounds the ball. That's a try.
I'm not sure if that was planned, but if you're kicking a ball, right, you try and drop it on the shortest player in the opposition side, and Farge is that player. So the timing of the jump was brilliant on the shortest and Helens player.
Yes, it's often, you know, 7 will kick for 6 and 6 will kick for 7. That's exactly what they did. And it's a beautiful little kick. The weighting on it's beautiful. There's just enough hang time for him to get in there, get the jump, and over he goes. But if they say defence wins games, Jiffy, that was as a reward for that defensive set, where they absolutely put all their energy, front-loaded their energy to get that field position.
And they've started their sets, you know, just inside their own half or in the St Helens half. It makes a huge difference.
O'Brien sticks it over. It's 12 points to 6. To use the well-worn boxing analogy, they were so far behind on points, Castleford, but suddenly it is they who are on top.
What a game, Dave. What a game so far.
And that's a really well-executed try, isn't it? That's high skill from Jake Truman. It really is. He's just picked his pockets. It really has.
Well, what about O'Brien's kick? I mean, that was a planned kick, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting to note, I'm looking at, I've been watching this game over the course of this opening 25 minutes, and one of the things I've noticed is that both hookers, both number 9s haven't been jumping out acting half. On a hot, sweltering day like it is in the middle of the park, there's nothing harder than making a tackle than chasing out from dummy half a dynamic runner. Watch Paul McShane. At this point in time, Castleford are on the ascendancy. This is when he'll start jumping out.
Well, he is a man of steel, isn't he? McShane, ready man of steel. Roby's a former man of steel, 2 number 9s whose reputations will live long at both clubs once they've retired, which is hopefully a few years off yet. There's an injury here.
That's a head injury. I think he got his head caught when Percival came in, fell awkwardly. He'll have to go off for this. Hey, for a head check.
Well, everybody's just drawing breath, aren't they, collectively? The crowd, us, the players, the coaches. What a excellent 26 minutes.
It's been good because, you know, Cass couldn't get any yardage at all on Meatridge. And all of a sudden, they just change their tactic, go wide from the play of the ball, and then they get on the outside of that blitz defence. And it's opening the game up. They've got options as well. Players going behind. Just watch, he gets a hit here, or Percival comes in. Just accidental hit.
Well, it's the angle of the neck as well when he went down, wasn't it? That was a little bit of a worry.
I said to them, I'll work with you. I'll talk to you as long as I feel like you're
No, in Darnell, he'll be looking at the, you know, the heads where they can create the overlaps.
Well, John Keir, just your interpretation of that as well, that because if we've been watching this in Australia now, the National Rugby League, and I know a lot of Australians will be watching on, you're automatically off for that, aren't you? Percival will be automatically off for that now. Not quite as stringent in the English game, but are we expecting? I don't think we are expecting anything from the referee.
I'm not sure he'll be off for that. Not even in the NRL, you know. He's coming in to complete the tackle. I'm surprised. Is it Griffin? I'm surprised that he hasn't gone off for a head check.
It's Liam Watts.
It's Liam Watts. I'm surprised he hasn't gone off for a head check. But no, never into Percival.
That's Truman with a kick angle, but Coote will catch. Regan Grace has already popped into the pocket in his support. Makinson, he wants to go. Here he comes. Flying forward, just hits that line. Just hits as hard as he can. If there's a gap there, he'll go through it. Nagama.
Well, Castleford will take this as a tick in the box as well, Dave, because Alex Walmsley's gone off. They're leading on the scoreboard, and Alex Walmsley's gone off. So they've seen off one of their gun go-forward players.
Batchelor.
That's a good set by the back three of St Helens, though. Give the forwards a rest, get good yardage on a good kick.
Lomax, Thompson. Joel Thompson, ex-Manly player.
Goal 5.
Coop sticks it high. Evalds underneath it. Takes the ground. There's a couple of bodies on the floor. Castleford bodies on the floor. I think that's just sheer exhaustion.
Whoa, in front of the post.
I know he's lost the ball twice, and now he's chucking miracle balls at his own 5 metre. Darrell's going grey already. He's going greyer if that happens again.
Turner gets up quickly and gets it going again. Castleford motoring towards the 20.
Hold. Goal 4.
I'm loving this defence from both teams.
I mean,
Absolutely.
40.
Cleared away.
oh, good kick. Good kick.
Coop takes it well. Wants to get back there rapidly. Close to the halfway line as he can possibly get. Grace with a skip. Saints start 5, maybe 8 from the halfway.
Find space. Hold. Hold. Goal 1. Yeah.
I think Robbie mentioned the two hookers. It just shows how good defence they've been, because you know they can't just start out when defences are on top.
Correct.
Because the defenders are set, you can't just make any yardage.
They need quick rucks.
They do, so they haven't had any because defence have been so good.
They're coming wide. Nagama lost the ball. Cass have it back again.
At the moment, you know, I'm a big fan of Lachlan Coote, but he's just not connecting with his players at the moment.
But again, I keep going on about defence, Jonathan, but the edge defence on Castleford, they really are coming up, and they're not paddling or backing off and giving St Helens time and space to, you know, utilise the skill. They're getting up and they're getting in the face and they're putting them under pressure.
There's Ryan Sheridan, who's one of the unsung heroes of Castleford, isn't he? Because he's very much the creative genius behind a lot of what Castleford do.
He was a good player in his day as well. Played many occasions against him. Sheffield Eagles, wasn't he? Played for.
Yeah, he's a smart cookie.
Move, Joe. Get find me. Hold me. Hold. Goal 2.
Deceptively quick as well, he was.
Watts.
Third. Move.
Castleford getting back on the front foot inside the St Helens half. Truman, Holmes, bit of space, closed quickly by St Helens defenders. They're swarming around, but Shenton still managed to get it away. Holmes goes direct.
That saps the energy of those offloads.
McShane, Shenton. There's an umbrella of defenders there waiting for it.
Move. Hold.
Last play in this set. Truman. Oh, that's a strange kick.
5.
Well, that's a very strange kick, which Sonny Lefebvre takes and manages to offload. Still play on. Here comes Matortia with a flick away. Now it's Daniel Smith. He keeps it alive.
He's playing on, though. He's playing on his refs.
Out wide. O'Brien. Sonny Lefebvre. This is exhibition stuff.
I'm sure there's a high tackle in there somewhere.
I agree,
Alford's
Jonathan. I
crossed
just
it
think
in.
he's letting it play to its conclusion.
Alford's puts it over. Truman knocks it on. St Helens have it back.
Well, I think he must have deemed they took advantage.
That's got to be a penalty. That has got to be a penalty for a high shot.
Over here, boys. Let's get over here, boys.
I'll tell you what, that's entertainment, isn't it?
What entertainment.
And the offloads are just, you know, would kill a defence. You're so tired.
Amor for St Helens.
1. Move.
Have a look at this.
Hold. Goal 1.
I think there was contact with the head there.
Yeah, it's a penalty play where he played on.
But
Hold. Goal
we had a
2.
really exciting 45 seconds or so after.
Lomax inside ball. Now they're making ground. Now they're making ground.
What a tackle.
Great tackle.
Wellesby put down. St Helens carry on. Lomax with a kick to the corner. There's just a little too much on it. And Cass breathed a sigh of relief. But St Helens showing that venomous threat again there.
But Gareth O'Brien's not renowned for his defence, but my word, that was a great scramble tackle.
Great tackle.
0. Move. Move! Hold!
Adam Milner's entered the fray now, hasn't he? And he's a real bundle of energy, and that will just lift them in this 8 minutes or so before half-time.
He's a workhorse.
Hold there, hold. Go on.
Iggy Passey's on as well. Ignatius Passey's on for St Helens, isn't he? There he is, the number 17. We've seen how destructive he can be, but with ball in hand. Saints won't want to be defending for too long and ruin his appetite.
There he goes, quick ruck.
Shenton.
That's a great battle on this side. Shenton Naguama, brilliant battle.
Holmes, one of those who leaves the club at the end of the year, on his way to Warrington. 6 tackles the next. McShane goes for a rather cautious end to the set.
But he's out there on the field of play, Dave.
That's called a rest, Steve.
Yeah. We're loving this all the time. Keep the ball in play, but it's a lot different out there.
It can be restful and cautious at the same time.
Yeah, okay. I tell you what, though, 33 minutes gone. It's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant so far.
Here's Starmer here, the leader of the opposition.
Move! Hold it now! Hold now! Hold! Go on.
Thompson.
2! Move! Hold. Go 2.
Roby. Lomax.
3rd! Move!
I reckon, Jonathan, there's going to be some points before half-time.
Well,
there's some tired bodies out there.
Wellesby.
Again, it's where you play, where the game is played now is important in the last few minutes.
Passey.
They get so tired.
Oh, great from Passey, chance to shine. Lomax to Farge. St Helens beginning to sparkle again, but Amor caught in possession.
The Globetrotters.
Last play. Coote. Evans watches and waits and hits the ground and is hit firmly in response.
Wellesby with his grand final chase there.
Oh, they're creating something here. Turn up.
Forwards are going. Oh no.
Release him! 2. Goal 2.
5 minutes.
6 again, Marcus, not square.
This will have felt
6 again.
endless.
6 again, that'll help them.
Both sets of players are running on near empty here.
2.
It's been an amazing 35 minutes, intensity and pace.
Play on. 3rd.
Tried to milk a penalty there, Paul McShane, but Liam Moore having none of it, the referee.
Daniel Smith.
Held! Release! Goal 4.
Milner.
5. Move! Goal 5.
Last play. O'Brien again with a boot. Roby got to him, but I think that was all fair and square. The kick, as a result, was not great because of the pressure, and St Helens have it back off the bounce.
Where does James Roby get his energy from? He put that kick pressure on. It's unbelievable.
Well, he's widely renowned as the fittest player in Super League, isn't he? James Roby, even at 35 years of age.
It gets harder, Dave, let me tell you.
Play on.
Surprised you can remember being 35 years of age, Jiffy. Here's Passey.
4. Move!
Lucky there, Liam Watt's got away with the flop.
Wellesby, down the middle. Player of such talent and potential who's already been delivering.
Get back! Goal 5.
Well, the biggest of stages.
On 5.
That breathtaking grand final try in the last second last year. There's the kick by Lomax.
Good take.
Evans again.
Yeah, it's a tough take,
that's invited.
because the sun's in his eyes there. They've peppered him with high kicks. The Saints will have to look offside.
Well, it gives Castleford a chance to build a platform here.
Yeah, they'll take the time putting it into touch though, because they can walk and just slow it and get some oxygen in the lungs, and they'll still have the full set in a reasonable attacking position.
How concerned is Christian Wolf at this stage, given the start that his side made, the energy they front-loaded into this game, and the fact that they're now trailing 12-6, 5 minutes to the break?
He won't be concerned, Dave. He'll be trying to analyse. Oh, what a break!
Great carry.
He'll be trying to analyse how he can improve his team at half-time, Dave.
Yeah.
He knows he's got a champion team.
It's a shame Jordan Turner wasn't on his shoulder there. He was through. No one thought he was going to break just the first tackle, hit up.
Goal 2.
Big opportunity now for Cass, just before half-time. 3 tackles.
Going right again. Right again. Evans.
He's dangerous, and he tries to get on the outside shoulder all the time, suck the outside defender in.
It's back with Liam Watts, who's pushing and pushing.
Will he take 1 point, Jonathan?
Well, he's in his position, the pink boots, look at him. Depends on the service he gets.
Last play, it's gone right. McShane with a kick to the in-goal area. They are big in-goal areas, and Regan Grace needed a big stretch of the boot to deflect that danger.
He was lightning and Evers going for it.
That was a great play from Paul McShane. Was it dummy half? Lovely little kick outside of the foot.
Watch how close he gets.
Great kick, that.
Watch how close he gets here.
He did well. The Welsh flyer did well.
Regan Grace and his pace got a foot in there.
What about the kick? I mean, it's like
great kick.
We compare the rugby league kickers to like the golfers, you know, the Phil Mickelsons. But imagine Phil Mickelson putting a chip in like that when he's got 4 or 5 big hairy front rowers running at him.
That wasn't a chip, did that was just a hit, you know, on the ground.
That was a putt.
A run, just a
run.
Yes, a link shot.
What about a 1 pointer this time, Jonathan? This could be the last attacking set.
Move!
Yeah, I think it will. Let's see where they go.
It's time for a full set, 90 seconds. Matortia searching.
Move! 2. Go 2.
Picked up by McShane. Back on the inside for Watts.
Yeah,
Watts rampaging again.
McShane is pointing towards the post, so I wouldn't be surprised 1 point there.
That's you. That's you. 3.
He's moving personnel right and left. O'Brien, Truman, Evalds, quick hands, inside ball, Shenton back to Evalds. They are just switching it around. They are keeping St Helens lively on their feet in defence.
Yeah, go to the middle now. Get the all options either side on the drop goal.
Milner.
It's ideal position.
He's in the pocket.
Yeah, for a right foot, it's an ideal position. All depends on the delivery and the Saints' pressure.
Oh, he's dropped
it doesn't.
He's dropped it. And it will be St Helens who get it back.
Just lose it, guys. Just lose it. Ask him. Go and ask him.
36 seconds to play.
Just 30 seconds.
Clock still runs.
Yeah, lost it.
Just loses the ball call, boys. Just loses the ball call. Okay, mate. Go.
St Helens will be desperate to just keep hold of the ball here.
That's all they need. You know, it's been momentum is massive in sport. Saints have won the first 20 minutes of this half, and Castleford have dominated the next 20 minutes. So, but still, everything to play in this final. Brilliant first half of rugby league.
Well, the seconds on both sides will have plenty of work to do in the break here. They both go back to the stools in their corners. They'll take a break, and when the bell goes, they will go again. What a first half of a Challenge Cup final that was. Castleford leading by 12 points to 6. The appreciation from everyone around the stadium. And boy, there's plenty more to come.
Oh, there is plenty more to come. And they've got players in the pocket. So some of those passes that you think are scary and hairy, they've got 3 or 4 black jumpers in the frames. So it's allowed, and it creates more pressure on the Saints defence because the play is not dead. They're playing with confidence, and they're playing with their belief that they can play.
If you want to get in touch with us throughout the second half, you can. Hashtag BBCRL is the hashtag to use. Hashtag BBCRL. I wonder whether Daryl Powell will be coming back down those stairs, celebrating in 40 minutes' time or so. The players are back out. The referee is back out. Let's return to John Keir, Jonathan Davis and Dave Woods.
Back they come. Back they come. What a first half that was. I tell you, if they match that again for intensity and entertainment, we've got one of our classics. The referee needs a bit of electrical work doing before we can get the second half underway. Liam Moore just having his communication system fiddled with. Remember, he's in constant communication with touch judges and the video referee as well.
I think you've got the ingredients for a classic, Dave, because we've had rugby league of the highest quality, but we've also got to factor in this draining weather and we're going to see people absolutely. It will be will over skill at the very end, believe you me.
And also, you know, with the sun glaring down on Lachlan Coote, they're going to pepper that far right corner for him.
When Brian Noble just said scary and hairy, I thought he was talking about you two, actually, but turns out not. We know which is which. Anyway, second half underway. More to come. Sit back and enjoy. As we said before, some of you are just drawn into this and hopefully enjoying what you're watching without any emotional commitment. But I tell you, there's a lot of people watching on who are so emotionally invested on the outcome of this game.
Yeah, someone's had a clout. Head on head.
Joe Batchelor. He looks in a bad way a bit, doesn't he?
And that was the opposition. That was the Castleford players going, whoa, whoa, whoa. He's had a bang of the head here.
He'll leave the field, Jonathan.
Well, I was surprised they didn't leave the field in the first half, but
because he stumbled out of that collision, didn't he?
1, 2, 3, 4. Any good, pal? Not you, mate.
He's just signalled as a physio.
What's it for you, like, Jack? It's still... Yeah.
Yep, get him off for a check. Bang.
Okay, mate. Yeah. No dramas.
Just a collision,
head in the wrong place, wasn't it?
Yeah, any young kid watching, look, just watch. You know, don't run into the elbow. Just get your head in the right position, hit with the shoulder.
Well, he's gone. He's gone for the head check. They'll make fully sure that he's okay before he can be allowed back on. And if not, he will stay off. The independent decision of the doctors, coach is not involved. It's an entirely medical decision that's taken these days.
Tackle 2.
So what has been said at half-time from the two coaches? Let's hear first of all from Tanya Arnold.
Darryl Powell saying that it was a struggle at the start. It took a while for them to get into it, but done really well to get ourselves back into it. It's going to be a tough game, tough conditions, and they're going to have to dig in this second half, but they want to win this trophy.
Christian Wolf, the Saints coach, grabbed a very quick word with him. He said they started well, but they got unsettled, lost their discipline. He insists they can clean things up in the second half, and that will give them a real chance of lifting the trophy.
Thanks, Tanya, with a Castleford perspective. Damien with a St Helens perspective. It's only 6 points in it with 39 minutes to go, so don't be thinking you know how this one's going to end just yet.
No one knows yet. Two good sides.
Two excellent displays today, Jiffy, isn't it? And I'm looking forward to when Alex Walmsley comes back on as well, against a tiring defence.
Shane's been left on the ground and looks a little heavy-limbed for Cass, by the way, as St Helens continue a pleasant cycle in the sunshine for Alex Walmsley. Anything but the high kick is tantalising. Grace keeps it alive. Romy's there to get over the line and score. St Helens somehow create an opportunity, but
Mate, we're on tackle 5.
Yeah. But
we have a try.
He thinks try, but there's a qualification to be had here. The touch judge seems less convinced.
Okay, so we've got a live call, a try. It's come from a kick, so we need to do the same process. Pause the ball on the foot. Must have both feet behind the ball. Okay, everyone is onside, so we can run it through. So we need to see where Regan Grace comes from. Okay, I need a close-in angle on that, please. Regan Grace's feet. Need to know if he's out of the field of play when he touches the ball. I also need to see if Percival loses the ball. He touches it, but I need to see if it's lost forwards or not. Could we go back to that wide version, please? Now that I can confirm that Percival has touched it. I need to know if that's gone forwards or if it's gone backwards and where it bounces. Yeah, so the next step, yeah, so this is the one I need. So it's path in relation to the ground. Yeah, we're playing on from that, please. I now need to check where the ball bounces. See that, make sure the ball bounces in the field of play. The last angle that I had is probably going to be the one. This might be too far out. Yeah, I'm going to have to go in tighter than that, please. Where does the ball bounce? Can we get the corner angle, please? Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, there's green there between... Right, so we're now looking at Grace's feet. Just run it back, please. Okay, so just go really slow now, please. Need to know. I'm happy that the ball's in field of play there. I now need to look at Regan Grace's feet. And when he touches the ball, is he straddling the touch line, which would mean that the ball is out when he touches it? The ball's down there. His foot is down there. Keep going slow. Keep going slow. Just run it back. Run it back. So his right foot, his left foot comes off the ground. So yeah, run it. Okay, pause it. Keep going slow. So his left foot is in touch. However, his right foot is in the field of play when the ball is touched. So we can run it through there, please. His right foot is in the field of play. And that's a try. Confirm the loud call of a try.
How did we make these decisions before the video? What did we do before technology? But it's a try. James Roby's got a couple of very memorable Wembley tries to his name. The first ever at this new stadium, as we mentioned in 07, and now one that drags St Helens back into the contest and will be talked about for a long, long time.
It will be talked about for a long, long time, but isn't it appropriate that it was James Roby who makes extra effort? We say you make your own look. Theo Farge in the first half, James Roby did again in this half. And should Cook convert this, it's even Stevens.
We all say, you know, you don't let the ball bounce. You don't let the rugby ball bounce. And that's what no one claimed it.
Big kick here for Cook to make it all level. On a day like today, you get a sense that every point matters. Keeping his calm, keeping his cool, striding purposefully, hitting it well, provoking the raising of the flags. 2 out of 2 for Lachlan Cook, 12 points apiece. Any problems with this try being given? Speechless?
Yes, I think it's a very, very close decision.
Yeah, that's
the polite way of putting it.
That's where the video referee is there. You know,
yes, it is.
It comes down to one man's interpretation. You know, is that on?
Well, that's what they're paid for.
The bottom line is it was given.
Yep.
It's 12 points apiece. We're back as we were when the whole thing kicked off. All square. Passing. Roby at a dummy half. St Helens lifted in the early stages of this second period. Dominant in the opening minutes of the first half, but behind by half-time. Now they pulled it back, and now they grow. Roby to Lomax. Roby again. Coop, left-footed, ahead of the advancing McShane. Well taken by Niall Evalds.
He's had a big first half ever. Solid under the high ball, electric in attack.
And Saints will be happy with that after scoring the try. So get to the end of the set and turn the ball over there. It'll be interesting psychologically to see what effect that has on the Cas Tigers.
Well, we'll get the view of that try from our analysts in the studio at the end of the game, and it might still be a major talking point by that point. Who knows how the game goes, but the word we're getting from the studio is split opinion. At least one voice thought it was a try, at least one voice thought it wasn't a try. We'll find out their analysis later. The major voice did, the video referee, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Here's Coots for St Helens.
As players, Castleford players, they cannot dwell upon that.
No,
they've got to look to the next play and the next play and just get on with it.
Roby, out it goes to Nagama. Nagama skipping back towards the middle. Robbie onto Paul. What did you think?
Yeah, I think this is a crucial 5-10 minutes for St Helens. If they can hold the middle of the park, if they can get their go forward going really well, they're going to get a fresh Alex Walmsley to come back on and be that talisman that's going to get them even more forward, put more pressure on the Castleford time. The opportunity for them to turn the tables on Cass.
Here's passing. Never mind Walmsley. Passing's doing a bit of work already. 5 tackles. So this the last. Coot the full back in the line. Oh, it's a slip, I think, from Amor as he tried to get on it. Claims he was pushed off the ball. Referee's having none of it. Castleford have it back.
Yeah, try to milk that a little bit, but that's the first time the Castleford defence have been passive. You know, Lachlan Coot just run. He made extra yards easy. They stood off him.
6 again.
That's important.
Castleford get another set here.
I think Dan Smith there was loitering with intent, wasn't he? He was having a quick breathe and then found the ball on the floor. And dropped upon it and got cast possession.
Just some good news for Saints that Joe Batchelor, we saw him go off with a head knock. He's had the head assessment injury procedure and he's passed it. He's fit to come back. We'll see if he makes another appearance later.
Thanks, Damien. Castleford advanced, as you can see, inside the St Helens half, but they do it without a ball. And the referee says, your mistake, Paul McShane. Hand over back to St Helens.
Yeah, little things like that will just sap your energy.
Well, Paul McShane normally does 80 minutes, doesn't he? And it will be interesting to see if he manages it today. They may well have to spell him at some stage, but he's very much an 80 minutes hooker.
It's a brutal sport at times, isn't it? Percival scuttling in Grace. Adds a bit of beauty to the brutality, but even he finds himself wrestled to the ground. 5 inside Castleford territory. Here comes Parsi. Parsi with a flick away. How good was that? Roby again. Dragged to the ground. Lomax. Nagama.
Good inside defence, not switching off.
Roby. Lomax again. He's keeping them guessing, They guess right. McShane intercepts.
Important play that from Paul McShane, it really was.
Well, he gave the penalty away, didn't he? You know, give possession away with a knock on, so he's redeemed himself. But significantly slowed down this half, hasn't it? The energy levels.
Just don't know what's coming next here, do you? It's absolutely and utterly absorbing. 2 sets of players who are giving physically their absolute all. Yeah. But they're mixing it up with no lack of ability and talent and entertainment.
Well, they'll be disorientated, they'll be fatigued, and they've still to make crucial decisions.
Truman's kick high in the air. Coot underneath it. Oh! Tommy Makinson decided to make it his own, and he did make it his own.
Yeah, good call, Makinson. Thought it'd be a collision.
Lack of communication momentarily, but Saints lift it again because they have a penalty.
Oh, those decisions. Yeah, it gives you a leg up, doesn't it?
It's gone all same. The momentum switched completely, hasn't it? You just sense it's all with the red V at the minute.
I think that's only the second penalty Castleford conceded in this game. Is that right?
No, I think it's second for them. Only three for Saints. Discipline's been very good.
So there's been little break in the game, and that's so without the scrums, of course, the game's faster. The 6 again, the game's faster, and when you add in the lack of penalties, just adds to the revolutions per minute that both sides are putting in non-stop. Roby, Lomax inside, Parsi looking for a destructive pass, offloads from the ground. Boy, he's done that well today. Lomax has a pathway to run into, but it closes quickly. Gate closes. Roby, Lomax has lost his hat. It's back with Coot. Loose pass. Wellesby picks it up. Saints come again.
Dangerous now.
Castleford cautious. Wellesby to that right-hand side. Quick hands! And Makinson in at the corner. He does not miss those opportunities. St Helens, what a response in this second half. They've come out fighting.
So young Wellesby did magnificent. I said danger straight away. As soon as he was crabbing across the field, he just picked one off, took him on the outside, dragged the other defender in and created the 2-on-1. That's all he was looking for, just to wait who to pick off. Very, very smart play by this young kid.
Yes, playing as a right pivot, isn't he? And it's tremendous what he does here. It looks as if there's nowhere to go. It's a bit scruffy, but all of a sudden he just crabs across the field, waiting, sucks in the two-in defender, the centre, and then it simply becomes a 3-on-2.
Good play.
Absolutely magnificent play there.
Just watch him, he goes across. I think it's Truman, goes across, just crabs and crabs. Then he goes, there's my target, in and out. Jordan Turner turns inside, 2-on-1 try.
Absolutely first class from the youngster. Boy, he's going to be some good player. When you think of the important plays he's been involved with, winning the grand final last year, and you never know, that might well have set St Helens onto the Challenge Cup winning rostrum. What great play from Wellesby.
There's a famous quote, isn't it? Those the gods wish to destroy, they first describe as promising. But Wellesby's got through that promising period. He's the real deal now, isn't he?
He's got to be.
At 20 years of age, he's a real deal.
Yeah, he's got to be in the 17. No matter where you put him, he's got to be in there.
Lachlan Coote with a kick from the touchline. It's another biggie, and he has not quite nailed it this time. Forgive him that miss. It was a tough one. 2 out of 3. 16-12. St Helens lead.
There he goes again.
But Wellesby was involved with the first pass to Coote, and then he retrieves that ball, and then it's just clever eyes up rugby league. You know, there's nothing structured about that. He's just seeing it. He's created that 3-on-2, and Makinson's finished it.
Okay, mate, no worries. Paul, have you got sub on?
It's ebbed and it's flowed, and at the moment the tide is in St Helens' favour. But only 4 points in it, and just under half an hour to play.
Move! Hold to me, hold. Go on. 2. Move, Paul, come on with me. Hold with me.
Castleford need this set to be a real good, clean defensive set. And they need to get the ball back there.
Passy again. He's having a big influence, isn't he?
He certainly is.
Roby. They're galloping up the yards here, St Helens.
You can feel it now, can't they? Momentum is with them.
Roby, Wellesby was close. Roby took them on himself. Milner made the tackle. Last play, up it goes, high in the air. Evolds draws forward. It's
first knock on.
Yeah, first knock on with Saints, I think, wasn't it? Cass get it back.
Let's get up here, boys.
They need a big carry from one of their big men, or a penalty, just to get into the midfield area to Castleford. They're really looking very, very tired at the minute.
He's all right. Yeah, he's all right. 1. Hold. Go on.
Here's Daniel Smith.
2. Move. That one in. That's it. Hold. Go on, 2.
McShane. Brian drops it back on the inside. Daryl Alforts.
3.
His is a career that's grown and grown, achieving his best here with Castleford this last couple of years. Truman. Evolds has got the gap, and he's got pace. Coote's ahead of him. Evolds, well done from Lachlan Coote. Terrific from the fullback.
I thought he should have skinned him there. He had the opportunity. Brilliant tackle by Coote, though.
Well, that should have lifted Castleford's spirits there.
Millington. thought about the offload and gave it away too much to the referee, because the ref said you lost control there, Grant.
Lost control into a St Helens player. And it's been a bold move, hasn't it, by coach Christian Wolf to take Theo Farge off, and as Batchelor's come on, he's pushed Wellesby into the...
What a break,
Great tackle, this one, isn't it?
He should have straightened him up a little bit. He didn't allow him to... He didn't check his run, did he? So he could have then skinned him on the outside. He knew he had the chance there. Just had to come inside, dip the right-hand shoulder, then go out.
It's not a head injury, mate.
And there's a man who speaks with a little bit of knowledge and experience of that kind of break at this stadium. One of the great Wembley tries, Jonathan Davis. For Great Britain.
You don't get many of those opportunities.
Oh, Parsy's done it again. We're moving on quickly, Jonathan. Parsy's done it again. St Helens moving forward.
Move back up. Hold. Goal third.
Roby. Lomax, Thompson. Well matched by Senny Lefeu.
Lomax is coming into the game now, isn't he?
Thompson's hurt. Senny Lefeu's hurt him here.
Tackle 4, time off.
I'm not sure if the head went down at the end, you know. There's a clash of heads, or I don't know. Just watch a big hit. Boom. There we are. Just as he goes down, he just follows through on the tackle. Hang on, watch. On the chest, that's fine. Just the first hit it was. Just caught him.
It was a
big hit.
Physical hit, wasn't it? Really was. I still think the best is yet to come, Dave.
Do you?
I do think the best is yet to come. There's two very tired teams out there.
And some quick men out there as well. So you run at the big tired men.
Saints coming again. Have that 4-point advantage. Score again here. Might not be decisive, but it would certainly give them a huge advantage. Coote with a kick to the corner. Nicely weighted. Evalds has done well though and gets out of danger, but Coote chasing up, keeps that yardage to a minimum.
Was he very well there, Neil?
He's had a great game, Lachlan Coote, tonight. A couple of years ago, nightmare. Today, really good.
Yeah.
There's been a fair few good performers out there, Dave.
Yeah.
Here's one of them.
Latortia. A Samoan international, and it is a penalty for Castleford.
Yeah, Batchelor and Knowles involved in that tackle, and a ball steal.
There's Joe Batchelor looking fresh-faced. Didn't look as fresh-faced a little earlier in the half, but it's quite clearly made a full recovery.
And a correct decision.
Easy steal.
Those who've missed the build-up, missed the context of the game. First ever final between these two, Castleford and Saints, two of the great names of rugby league, but incredibly, they've never played in a major final, let alone a Challenge Cup final before, against each other. Castleford only won it 4 times down the years. 1986 the last time. St Helens 12 times winners. There was a period, wasn't there, at the turn of the century where they absolutely dominated this competition. They won it 7 times between 96 and 2008, Saints. Perennial finalists very nearly, but haven't won it since 08. Jason Robinson watching on. He's going to be involved with the Rugby League World Cup as well.
He wasn't a bad player, man.
Was he okay?
Yes.
Alford's on the halfway line, picked up, carried forward again with weight and ambition. McShane, Truman, O'Brien with a hand. Here comes Evalds again. Up goes the pass to Turner. Turner hammered down, 25 away. 3 tackles to go. Massey. Good carry by Nathan Massey. McShane, Millington, Along the line it comes again. Evel's chiming in on the right-hand side. Alfort's trying to get footwork on. Beats the first, almost beats the second. Knowles hangs on to his ankles. Last play. O'Brien all through the hands of Parsi, and I think, it's knocked on by Roby.
Yeah, I think
Cass forced the error.
They were lucky there because I think all the Cass players had overrun the kicker because of a poor pass. So if they'd have got that ball, there would have been a penalty for Saints. Just watch, they've overrun the play in front, but it's a knock-on, so it's opportunity for Cass.
And Cass will take great heart to Jonathan, because they opened them up on the left and they opened them up on the right, so they will know they can create that extra number.
Yeah, they've created space for Rebels a couple of times in the second half.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's a great game.
Hit this goal line, boys. Hit the line. Hit the line, Joe.
Oh, keep your cool if you can.
Dan.
Castleford plotting here. Now they're allowed to play. McShane going left. Urgent carry finds them 5 away. McShane will go right. O'Brien, Evans quickly away to Alfort. St Helens cover was coming across quickly.
Yeah, they're really looping around the back, aren't they? When that extra man's created, they're working so hard, scrambling.
Matortia. Little dance away by Foster.
Still going.
That's a good carry, that one, you know.
McShane.
There's a chance here.
Millington quickly does it. 2 tackles to go, 2 plays to go. McShane just heavy forward by Smith again. Now it comes out the back. Evans chiming in once more. Alfort's again. They keep trying. They keep knocking on this particular door. It remains closed. Not just closed, firmly locked. Percival gets up with an animalistic roar to the crowd. Responded to in kind, because they know how big a defensive effort that was.
That was the wrong pass, that one. He took the defenders into the space, didn't he? Ran an overs line, and they were just mapping out all the time and picked out the wingman, but that's a heck of an effort as well at this stage in the game.
Yeah, they didn't hold any defenders there, so the Saints defence just went up and then out. So there's no way you're going to get on the outside of that drift defence without holding or checking a couple of players.
All this 10 now, boys, all the 10.
20 minutes to go. St Helens thought it was theirs 2 years ago. Denied by an injury hit Warrington. Are they going to make it theirs here today?
Hold, goal 2. Third, move.
Roby rolls up, dummy half.
Goal third. 4.
St Helens advancing.
Hold, goal 4.
Roby. He's behind the 40. He's behind the 40. Where is it? Oh, it's out on the full. It's out on the full, so it means
turnover to
that Castleford will get the ball back inside the St Helens half.
I think that was an element of fatigue as well with James Roby. These two hookers, they really are working so hard, and they haven't had a break. 3/4 of the game they've played in this heat.
Smith. McShane. O'Brien. Matortia.
2. Move! Back Matip, hold here. Hold, don't trap, Peter! Don't trap him. Goal 2.
McShane.
Both tangled.
Massey in the middle. Truman. Evans again.
Third.
He's the man, isn't he? He looks the threat.
He's like a puppet on a string, and he's pulling the strings. Shenton. McShane. Step away by Foster. Lost the ball.
Backwards, though.
Got it back again.
Yeah.
Move! Back. Goal 4. Matty leads.
Smith.
Matty!
Millington.
Well, listen, mate.
Massey, I don't think was expecting that. They've not made many yards on that effort.
There's a chance here, though.
Truman with a kick over the top.
Yeah, there's a chance.
Easy one for Cook.
And it was on then. They had numbers on the left-hand side.
Well, we've complimented Heads Up Rugby League, Eyes Up Rugby League, but that was one instance where Jake Truman should have put it through the hands.
I think, you know, the sixth tackle, just thought, that's it, I'll kick.
Yes.
So let's, you'll have noticed that Theophage has been off the field for a while now.
Yeah.
Damien Johnson, I think, down on the touchline, has news on that, Damien?
Yeah, players are dropping like flies, aren't they, in the heat, and Theophage is one of them. He's gone out with a shoulder injury. He's very keen to come back on, but it's touch and go whether we'll see him again. I guess the medics will decide ultimately.
There he is, thank you on his head, looks like an Englishman.
Just need some white socks and sandals, doesn't he?
That's something he's learnt in his time over here.
This is intriguing, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah, there's nothing in this game. Yeah.
Discipline, boys.
We're still to find out who the real hero is, I think.
Saints are desperate to get that next score, aren't they? To give them a bit of a breathing space. And they know.
I'll give you one, eh? I'll give one. Lackland. Go back.
The places these players push themselves physically and mentally is just extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. Not just running hard, they're getting hit hard at the same time.
Go on. Go. One. Tap back on.
Here's Grace.
2. Move. Hold the knee. Hold. Go. 2.
Walmsley's out there now.
Walmsley's back.
They've got to get stuck into him, haven't they?
Welcoming party was there.
I think, you know, they've got to go low on him, I think. Just cut him down straight away. He keeps his legs pumping, doesn't he?
Move off the ball.
Roby. Saints just seeking distance.
5.
Batchelor.
Move back. Hold. Go 5.
Last again, inside their own half, so the kick.
Yeah.
Little ragged, the pressure was on. Taken
It was ragged.
well by Olferts. Oh, look how well Lomax did. Lomax did terrifically well.
Stand up. Go 1.
Dog-leg chase there. If Ebbels had come on an inside run there's a big hole there. I think that's what Turner was looking for.
Move. Find me. Hold. Go 2.
Latortia.
3rd. Move. Play your ball. Go 3rd.
Evolds out a dummy half. Here comes Olferts again, trying to squeeze through.
Move, Johnny.
Yeah, it was all
Evolds. Millington, the old campaigner, missed the final
5.
back in 2014 with injury.
Hold. Go 5.
Oh, inside ball from Truman to Evolds. McShane, they go wide. Truman was involved again, steps back inside. Here's Holmes. McShane. A kick and a hope, really, this. Kick and a hope. Nobody's chasing.
Danger.
I think they were all offside, so they couldn't chase.
Yep.
1. Move. Hold. Go 1.
Just Castle got to keep their shape a little bit. There's plenty of time left. Someone's injured there.
I'm not surprised somebody's injured, Jiffy. They're just,
I know. I think
they're just absolutely smashed into each other.
This is some game.
Even when you're a seasoned watcher of rugby league, there are times when you just think, really?
Well, at times like these, players sometimes describe it as like being in a washing machine. You come out, you're disorientated, you're tired, you can't make decisions, and you just go back to your muscle memory.
Yes. It's all mental now. Mental strength. Last 16 or so minutes.
Just bang, just, you know, I'm going to run as hard as I can at you. Well, I'm going to hit you as hard as I can. Somebody gets hurt, so be it. Oof.
That's another head collision.
And then they get up and go again. Robbie Hunter-Paul, what are you saying?
Absolutely, so many exciting things going on in this half. The opening dominance of St. Helens was then squashed by the ability of Castleford to be able to move the ball around the park. But I think it's really interesting. Alex Walmsley's back on the field. He's a man that can single-handedly dictate the pace of any game. If you're going to deal with him, you've got to put 3 defenders on him. That means Knowles can come off the back, or James Roby can run off the back of it, and then you get your defensive line bending backwards. Absolutely brilliant move. They were able to leave Alex Walmsley on the bench for 20 minutes and then reintroduce him. Expect him to have some big minutes, some big runs in this last 15 minutes of this game.
35 tackles for James Roby so far. McShane, the other hooker, 33.
That's some shift, isn't it, in this heat?
Yep.
But when you think how many times they touch the ball as well.
Here's Walmsley. They provided us with the marker posts of COVID, these two sides. They were the last game to be played in front of a full house before COVID hit. Castleford against St Helens at the Jungle. March of last year, was that? And here they are playing against each other, the first big occasion with fans back again, as we hopefully return to something like normality. Coote left-footed. Evalds underneath it. Easy leap and take. Oh, there's a Saints player run off the ball.
Yeah, Matauti, I saw it. He didn't need to. He didn't need to that.
Steps across it, let's go.
Well, all it's done is just build up further pressure, doesn't it? It's just given St Helens.
The thing is, having a look at the big screen to see if there's a replay coming on.
Well, Lachlan Coates going to kick for goal. So
yeah. Well, this is it. Peter, don't have a look. Yeah, he's left his line, hasn't he?
Yeah. It's as simple as a penalty.
This is a big, big kick.
Yeah, you know, it takes them to a converted try, but Cas still need to score that try and convert it. That's the difference, isn't it? So it's still within that one score.
So if he puts this over, that's a 6 points difference, and it means that Castleford, a try and a goal would only put them level. So that's why this is a fairly large moment in the game. If he misses it and it goes dead, Saints should get the ball back from a Castleford dropout, so that'll be the first thought, I'm sure. Hit it well.
And take the full minute.
Take a full minute. I think everybody on the field will be very grateful that he's taken a full minute. Lachlan Coote to give his side a 6-point lead, which could be huge. Cas fans doing their level best to take his mind from the task, but he'll be focused. Here he comes, and he has hit it superbly. Hit it superbly. Cas fans silence. It's at the other end that they raise the roof. 18 points to 12. St Helens now lead.
His kicking game has been good this afternoon. You know, not from the hand as well. He's put those high bombs up, and the chase has been good.
Well, that's a great kick, Jonathan, isn't it? Under this pressure and under that fatigue as well. Absolute fantastic kick, and it was a penalty. So there can't be any argument about that.
Silly, this is the best angle. Silly penalty, really. Because they weren't getting it anyway.
Yeah, it was never anywhere near, was he? This is a dangerous area for Saints to have the ball. Slightest mistake gives the opposition an opportunity, so they'll want to get rid of the proximity.
Great steal.
One-on-one, yeah.
There you go.
That's a big play. A big play from Paul McShane.
That's why some coaches would choose not to kick a penalty goal in the circumstances that Saints did. It's what comes next. Tony Smith, famously one of his philosophies. So Castleford have just given themselves a real chance. O'Brien, Truman, Evalds, Shenton, steps, offloads, lost it. Saints have it back. Saints have it back, and here comes Makinson. Makinson tries to rip them up down the middle.
And a good tackle once again, O'Brien, yes.
No need for that offload. No need for it.
Nagama.
Plenty of tackles left in there when Shenton went in.
Quickly, they've re-established that territorial dominance here, St Helens. They're going to finish this set on their terms. Walmsley.
I'd set up a drop goal now, I would.
6 again.
Another set
again.
of 6.
Yeah.
Another set of 6. What a moment in the game this could be.
Stand one.
An advantage to be had here if Saints can get a score of any measure. 1, 2, 4 or 6 points from here will be massive. Wormsley with a short pass. The reach.
Oh,
Just about denied.
great tackle again, though. Brilliant short ball, did it?
Lomax inside Coots. And it's forward, and Cass hang on by the skin of their teeth.
Just a lack of composure on from both sides there. Looking at the bigger picture.
I tell you, Cass are just, they're hanging on to that cliff with their fingernails, aren't they?
Hanging on at the moment.
Really,
but they have the ability and the quality to score from anywhere.
Well, you can scan both sides, and I don't think you'll find a fresh face amongst them. They are just oozing exhaustion, both sides. And they've still got 11 minutes to carry these wearying bodies and wearying minds through.
You're digging deep now. Digging deep out there now.
Beyond no illusion, the moment has not passed for Cass. They are the team that can pull this out of their head. They've scrambled hard there. They've come up with a big defensive player, and they've got the armory in their back pockets. And this is the moment for them. They'll get their opportunity. There's loads of times left. Listen, just keep your eye on McShane's time for now come to pass.
Well, there's an offload, stroke fumble, stroke lost ball, stroke advantage back to St. Helens.
Why?
Here comes Saints again. Penalty, and this is going to be a kick for goal, and this may well be that decisive moment.
Mistake, isn't it? Look, mistake.
Oh, was it a hand there from Lomax?
Yeah, I think he was trying to offload. Lomax was in there. He wasn't in control of the ball, so he tried to offload and lost it. You just got to stick it up your jumper and get field position from that area for me.
They've been going left, Cass. So Granty, maybe you drop short a little bit, mate. I'll take the ball, Granty.
Well, again, we just said how big a kick the last one was. This is even bigger, but it is positionally wise slightly easier.
Here's a moment. Here's a huge moment. Coote kicks the goal, and St. Helens have one hand on the trophy for the first time in 13 years. Still and precise. Strikes it well, strikes it true, and St. Helens edge a little closer to glory. 20 points to 18. Those Cass fans know it. Cass have to score twice now in the 8 and a bit minutes that remain.
You go short here, John?
Definitely.
Yeah.
The Saints are aware to it as well. You can go and look at their formation from the kick-off. They've put an extra man on the front line. But what it's done is opened up the sideline further back, so it might fool us all, Gareth O'Brien.
Yeah, that's what I think. He might just drop it on the 20 where they're moving up. Now Wellesby's moving up.
They've gone short. And is it a gamble that pays off? Yes, it is. No, it's not. They're offside.
That's unlucky.
Cass touch before it was dropped on by Milner. So Saints get a penalty.
I think there was a flapping arm from St. Helens which was through the Cass player. You know, instead of catching it, he tried to palm it back.
Wingers with cramp. John Keir, discuss. They're not allowed to have cramp, are they, wingers?
I think Tommy Makinson with 16 carries and 130 metres, I think he's allowed to have cramp.
I think it's a tad disrespectful, that of Tommy Makinson. He's put a huge shift in today. Absolutely huge shift in today. So my apologies to him. Here's Amor. Roby. They can take their time here, Saints. They can settle. Nothing rushed. Morgan Knowles given the ultimate appraisal this week by John Keir. I noticed in one national newspaper saying if he had a chance to pick a squad of players, he'd pick 17 Morgan Knowleses. That's how good the man to my right rates him. Here's Lomax. Roby. 10 metres out at dummy half. Roby again, Walmsley left, last play. Wellesby, Coote, the kick into that in-goal area. Really good kick from Coote. Really good kick from Coote. Forces Castleford to concede the dropout.
Really good play.
I think he's up there, contender for man of the match. You know, he had a nightmare the last time he was here, but he's certainly redeemed himself. His kicking game has been absolutely brilliant.
I think the general execution of St Helens' attacking play has been better since Wellesby's gone to in the halfback.
Yeah, I think so.
Cass have to go short again, and it means they give up possession in favourable terms for Saints. And in fact,
taken in
the robust attempt to get it back, they have given away a penalty.
Taken in the air.
Well, for me, you'd kick it over the sideline and just have a tap and camp down on Castleford's line now.
I would just... the scoreboard is looking healthy.
Yeah.
Now run the clock down.
Yeah.
I think he knows that it's slipping away. Darryl Powell's last chance as a Castleford coach to win a Challenge Cup. He has worked wonders at this club, he really has. They were down on their uppers when he took over 5-6 years ago. He's turned them right around. He's made them contenders again, grand finalists, Challenge Cup finalists. But at the moment, not quite able to get across the line.
Oh, he's gone for two, John.
Yeah.
Suppose he has another minute gone.
It's been a good game, this. But it is petering out, isn't it? You just sense, and I think Castleford are sensing that the opportunity has gone. And this cup's going over the Pennines to Lancashire.
Well, it's Lachlan Coote who's writing his signature across the last few moments of the game. Penalty that made it a 6 points difference. A penalty that made it, crucially, an 8 points difference. And now a penalty that perhaps academically makes it 10 points, but eats into the clock as well. Scottish international. Australian birthright. Well, he's put that wide. He's put it wide. But in a way, it's served its purpose. And we're talking about men who've made a difference to their club. Eamon McManus, the St Helens chairman and owner. Well, he deserves his day in the sunshine for everything he's done at that club down the years as well.
Stay behind him.
O'Brien.
Got 10.
Oh, and it's Makinson who gets up, and Castleford cannot escape this stranglehold. Saints have got a firm grip on the cup. They are not letting go. Not at this stage.
They've seen the game out really well, I think.
Yeah.
They've slowed it to their pace. And the frustrated Castleford kept possession.
Walmsley smashing it in there, 10 metres out.
6 again.
6 again. Castleford's frustration grows.
Yeah, that's it.
Lomax.
This could be the final nail in the coffin.
Roby just trying to urge their way over here. Held up.
The Cockney kid is desperate to score a try, isn't he, in Wembley?
Isn't everyone?
He'll be quite happy with that, though, because that's another few seconds wasted.
Amor, the Irish international. Roby going left. Wellesby with another kick. This will finish it, will it? Oh, it's not dealt with. I think Percival's just smothered it. Who's got this?
Mate, we're on tackle free.
I don't know, it was a great kick. Third tackle, fourth play kick. And,
OK, so it's tackle free, no try. It's come from a kick. So can we check onside, offside, please? Pause the ball on the foot. Got to have both feet behind the ball.
Well, you'll have seen the referee said no try.
Everyone to the left is onside. Players to the right are off, but they're not in the 10. So can run it through. It's not kicked. Ball's live to this point.
Yeah. Oh. It's Regan.
Ball's still live. Have you got any other view on that, please? OK. Ball's kicked by Alford, not touched by Percival. So we're playing on, the ball's still live. OK, it's going to be no try. It's a goal line dropout.
Cheers, mate.
So, no try. Talking about Wellesby, where do you think his best position is going to be?
Everywhere.
No, there's, you know, he can't play everywhere.
I think, well, no try. I think they're earmarking him for full-back next year, aren't they? Lachlan Coots leaving the club at the end of the year after Hawkins to Rovers, I think.
No, we're going to go, mate.
I think Jack Wellesby is the next incumbent in the #1 shirt. A few good ones have held it down the years in St Helens colours. We keep seeing a snatch of Paul Wellens, of course, in the coaching box next to Christian Wolff. He wore it with absolute honour. Two times Landstod Trophy winner Paul Wellens. I wonder who's going to get the Landstod Trophy here today. Walmsley.
Move! Hold it, pal, hold it. Hold. Hold! Tackle free.
Wolves is needing a bit of treatment here. Just time ticking away. It stopped at the moment, but 2.5. Christian Wolff looking on. He's another with World Cup ambitions, of course, as the coach of Tonga. Boy, have they made ripples in the International Rugby League World down the last couple of years, 2 or 3, 4 years now, under Christian Wolff's tutelage. And now his St Helens side are making ripples at Wembley again with a Challenge Cup win, a matter of moments away. Roby. Amor has got it over, will claim a try. Referee's having a good look here. He can't see. I think Kyle Amor will tell you with some certainty that he has scored this. I think he's convinced, but we're going to the video referee again. One final time today.
OK, so we've got tackle 4, live call of a try. We're just going to go straight to the ground in, please. Trying to work out if the ball gets to the ground. Walmsley, Amor in possession. And then lose sight of the ball. And I've got... Let's see if this angle gives me anything else. I need to work out if the ball gets to the ground or not. We've got a live call of try. That angle, yeah, that angle's no good. Have we got anything else on this? Yeah, we'll look at this one. Got a live call a try. I lose sight of the ball for a long time. Is this the best angle we're going to get? Okay, yeah, thank you. Based on the angles shown, I've got insufficient evidence to overturn the live call, so it's going to be a try.
Kyle Moore will tell you that's one of the great Wembley tries. He loves that. He was a printing factory apprentice till the age of 22, a late developer in rugby league, but now he's a Wembley try scorer for a winning St Helens side. He was saying coming into the final, this will not be considered a great Wembley team until they win the cup final again. Well, they have won the cup final again, so they can start to be considered great again.
Well, Jonathan said the Cockney wanted to try, Louis McCarthy-Scarsbrook. Well, the Cumbrian wanted to try.
Exactly.
And the Cumbrian's got to try, and good on him.
They just kind of turned the screw, haven't they, in the second half, kept the pressure on. Fortunate bounce on the try, which gave them the way back in the game, but they've absolutely dominated the second half, really. No real opportunity, only one opportunity for Castleford. Deserved winners, St Helens.
In the final reckoning, St Helens' famed defence, only 12 points conceded, has helped them win this final. 26 points to 12. The sound of coots echoing around the stadium.
Well, it's the direct routes, but he works hard to get over there. Some great leg drive, hit and spin. He'll tell you all sorts. Well, Kyle is...
He's happy.
Yeah, he's very, very happy. A genuinely good fella.
His coach likes it. Paul Helens there in the background as well. He likes it. And I think that might be emotional for Kyle.
They've played it superbly, haven't they, Jonathan? They have. Seeing the game out, they really have.
Yeah.
Just dominated possession in the latter stages and just played at their tempo.
Last 40 seconds, Lance Trophy win a big moment in any game, of course, at Wembley, the man of the match. They've been awarding this since 1948, and it's Niall Evans of Salford. There have been a few down the years in a losing cause who've got the Lance Trophy. Scarce consolation on this day, but I'm sure he'll remember with pride that he's added his name to some legends in that list.
Oh, he has, you know, and I thought, you know, I think it's between him and Kurt, the Saints fullback, to be honest. Both are exceptional games.
St Helens fans can enjoy it. They're in the sunshine at the moment, literally and metaphorically. Castleford in the shade at the other end. The ball's kicked out of play. The wait is over for one of them. For the first time in 13 years, St Helens are Challenge Cup winners. It is the 13th time in total that they get that accolade, and they've won a tough one today. It has been a real contest up until that last 10 minutes or so, when St Helens rolled it home. Castleford, the wait goes on, 86 and counting. They didn't quite have what it took today, but boy, have they provided us with some memories on a wonderful occasion, with the crowds back at Wembley. The fans were back. I think everybody would have enjoyed that as an occasion and as a rugby league game.
Yeah, it was
Only the Cas fans are left disappointed.
It was a great final, David.